Yorkshire closed the gap on the leaders of the LV County Championship 2nd Division, Derbyshire, to just 1 point after defeating Glamorgan by 8 wickets with a day to spare in Leeds. They started the third day of this game just about ahead, with Glamorgan on 27 for 2 in their second innings, which left them still trailing by 45 runs. But Yorkshire was soon in Wonderland. Will Bragg fell in the day's 9th over, bowled by Moeen Ashraf for 25. The other overnight batsman, Stuart Walters, then fell in Ashraf's next over, driving and edging behind to Andrew Hodd. Debutant David Lloyd then completed a nightmare by completing a pair. He nicked a peach from Steve Patterson behind to leave Glamorgan on 46 for 5, still 26 runs behind. The game was now there for the taking, but Ben Wright and Jim Allenby started a fight back for the county, which announced on this day that their long-serving star, Robert Croft, was to retire from the game at the end of the season, although he will stay in a role at the club. On the pitch, Wright and Allenby took their side into the lead, and it was now all about how far they could forge ahead to put the pressure back on Yorkshire. They added 55 for the 6th wicket to take their side 29 runs into the lead. So effectively they were 29 for 6 when Wright on 21 was legged before to a gentle swinger from Anthony McGrath. Every single run was now going to be crucial. Yorkshire, who won their last match in Scarborough against Gloucestershire, knew that a second successive success would give them a great chance of an immediate return to the top flight after their surprising relegation last time. They now picked up wickets at regular intervals to give themselves a real chance. Allenby was bowled off the inside edge by the impressive Ashraf after making 48. Mark Wallace, having scored 17, was plumb in front to Ryan Sidebottom. And then Dean Koska lobbed Patterson to Sidebottom to leave Glamorgan reeling on 149 for 9, their lead at only 77. Yorkshire were a little frustrated by Graham Wagg, who top-edged a pull off Ashraf over the keeper for a 6. Before he drilled Sidebottom through mid-wicket for a 4 as he raced to 36. But his attacking approach was unlikely to last, and with a total on 182, he edged Azim Rafiq behind, and that left Yorkshire with a target of just 111 to move within a point of the 2nd Division leaders. Adam Lyth wanted to get the job done as quickly as possible, as in the first innings he played some terrific shots, many of which went for boundaries, as he again dominated an opening stand with the LV Breakthrough Player of the Year, Joe Root, a man being heavily tipped to be on the plane to India this winter with England. It was Lyth who impressed on this occasion, as he has done a lot of late. He's ending the season in terrific touch, and that's one of the reasons why his side are making a late play to win the 2nd Division title, in spite of losing so much of their season to the weather. Lyth's second 50 of the match arrived courtesy of his 9th 4 shortly after tea. He'd needed just 59 balls to get there, and he'd ensured that this game was going to be won by his side, and with more than a day to spare this time. Root had made only 11 of an opening partnership of 63. He was then LBW to John Glover. And Lyth's enterprising innings ended in the next over. On 50, he missed a reverse paddle and was legged before to Koska at 63 for 2. So Yorkshire still needed 48 runs to record their 4th win of a season in which they haven't lost a single game. In spite of the loss of those 2 wickets, Phil Jakes made sure that the momentum stayed with his side by pulling Glover for a 6. The Australian, like Lyth before him, looked in a real hurry. He was not going to get this game won with a nudge here and a nurdle there, and he continued to play his shots as the target was whittled down quickly. To the first ball of the 29th over at 4:45, Yorkshire had the win and 22 points in the bag. Gary Ballant striking the winning boundary as the Tykes cruised home by 8 wickets with lots of time to spare. So they now know that a win against Essex in Chelmsford next week will almost certainly be enough to get them up, although there still will be work to do if Kent defeat Derbyshire on Friday in Canterbury. If that happens, then only 6 points will separate the top 3 going into the last week of a thrilling season.